Civilization or Barbarism, an Authentic Anthropology by Dr. Cheikh Anta Diop. For Thoma, the study that he conducted on the resemblances between the digiti-palmar skin grooves of the five great races especially confirms the recent separation of the Negroid and the Europoid, or as we might say, the Grimaldian and Cro-Magnon. If this latter fact is paleontologically true, it took place in the opposite direction from the process supposed by Thoma in the south of France, and in any case in southern Europe, and not in Africa, between 40,000 and 20,000 years ago, namely during the interval that separates the arrival in Europe of the Grimaldi man and Negroid migrant who probably came by way of Gibraltar. From that, the Cro Magnon man of the Solutrean period, these Homo sapiens who entered Europe did not owe their existence to the men of Quasi, for they were either their predecessors or at least their contemporaries, as proven by the radiometric datings conducted at the excavation sites. Let us also add the in immunologically data have confirmed the hypothesis of recent separation of blacks and whites, negroids and caucasoids, although the latter term is improper, since the Caucasus is in no way the cradle of the white race. According to Jacques Ruffy, quoting Ni Masatoshi and A.R. Royal could hurry, the separation of these racial groups occurred much earlier. These authors begin with several dozen blood markers in order to study both the inter and intra-group genetic differences among Negroid, Caucasoids, and Mongoloid populations. They define more or less approximately the coefficients of the correlations that allow dating of the time at which these groups separated from each other. The Negroid group became autonomous some 120,000 years ago, whereas the Mongoloids and Caucasoids branched off only about 55,000 years ago. Even though 55,000 years may appear to be too old an age for the formation of the Caucasoid and the Mongoloid branches, in view of the prehistoric data, 120,000 years fits well with the appearance of the first African Negroid Homo sapiens sapiens in the Omo Valley and Kanjira. According to Thoma, the present day Australoids can be related to the Pithecanthropes of Java by the way of the Nangdong men of Java at the beginning of the Upper Pleistocene period about 150,000 years ago. The Australian site of the Cow Swanith 8000 BCE yielded 20 skeletons that correspond morphologically to the population of the Nang Dong and provided proof of the existence of the Australian phylum. At the 1969 Paris colloquium, the same tendency was displayed, which consisted of trying to isolate the Australoid phylum in order to make it subhuman species, perhaps doomed to disappear. Addressing the colloquium in the plenary meeting for the adoption of conclusions, Dr. L.S.B. Leakey said that what they were in the process of doing had no relation to science, and he asked that the paragraph about the Australoid phylum be deleted from the final text, which was done. And I will stop there and we will continue with civilization or barbarism. I'm Yabrel Riley. Thank you.